Yes, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I do the intros, okay? So let's just start with that, okay? Because first off, I'm pissed. I'm royally pissed, okay? I watched last week's episode, okay? Ball knowledge was a little subpar, and I was a little disappointed.
Whoa.
Matt was saying, so you didn't even call the Evo Speed SLs and the SLSs that? Mixed names? Come on, guys. I was fact-checking you guys that whole thing. I got timestamps. I was like,
what are you the Evo Speed SL?
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
was I
you don't even know
fucking up
ball.
the name? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
See?
know I fucked up one thing I said. I remember I rewatched it and I was supposed to say Predator, but I said at 50 and I was like, damn, people are gonna think I'm fucking dumm.
Probably.
Colby.
Okay. I do that shit all the time, too.
Yeah.
I edit this. I watched this twice. I don't even remember that, Justin. So that
Of course
you
you
watched that
don't.
hard.
Of course you don't.
I don't remember. I literally don't remember what happened last week.
No,
I
you guys did
Your
great.
intro was fire, Colby.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Carried the
there we
torch.
go.
I felt
got
like
the
it was like the
support.
Olympics. Like I passed the torch on, and then you
Yeah.
ran a little bit, and I was like, okay, give it back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, you guys did great. I was so proud of you guys. Let's get into this. As always, I'm here with my usual hosts, Colby and Matt. We have our special guest, Jose. Jose,
What's up, guys? Yes,
as
sir.
the guest, how are you doing today, sir?
I am. I'm doing great. Like I said before we just started, I have had a little bit more of my fair share of caffeine today. That's wearing off now, but I'm doing good, man.
That's good
Got
to
a
hear.
run in today. I'm grateful now that I'm on the podcast with you guys. I watch you guys every week. This is pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie.
Thanks, bro.
But yeah, apart from that, I'm doing great.
Good to hear. Matt, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I am low-key exhausted. I had a bachelor party this weekend for one of my good buddies, and we did a lot of physical activities. Let's just say that it was a very active bachelor party. not in the way you might be thinking, but
That's a little weird.
yeah.
Oh,
No, he's a big sports guy, so we just did a bunch of pickup sports
Okay.
all over the
nice.
place. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we did. He likes racing, so we were doing go karting and stuff, which was actually really fun.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Mm-hmm.
Colby, how are you, sir?
Justin, I'm doing well, bro. I went
Are
to
you?
I went to a Texas Ranger game today. I've been
Oh,
one in
nice.
10 years, dude.
Hell
So
yeah.
my grandpa was a huge Rangers fan. He passed away last year. My mom's in town visiting, and she kind of wanted to go as a tribute to my grandfather.
Okay.
And but I hate baseball, dude. I think it's super duper boring. But it was a good atmosphere. But yeah, I was done. By about the fifth inning, I kept looking at my wife. I was like, "Can we leave? Can we leave?" But it was cool. It was cool. Tribute to my grandpa. Stuck it out for him.
That's great. I bet
Nice.
you needed that too because the two of you are losers with loser teams. Matt, you guys got dunked on by Chelsea. Losers. Colby,
It's preseason. Come on.
I don't care. We went undefeated in preseason. That's all that matters. Colby,
It's the only time you ever go
Crystal
undefeated.
Palace.
Whoa, Justin. See, this is my question to you guys, right? Because as we know, right, when two Premier League, well, I guess two English teams
Yeah.
go into the League Cup, right?
Yep.
And one loses, it's like, the cup didn't matter. For the Community Shield, whenever you lose that, is it was it a trophy?
You said that because you're a loser.
Yeah.
You
But-
a loser,
did-
man. You a
Yeah.
loser.
As
It
soon
only
as you
matters
brought
if
that
you
up, that's the
win,
first thing
right?
I thought. I'm like, well, it's because you lost. But to be honest, I've never really seen the Community Shield as an actual trophy for the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You watch an Italian team.
Yeah, it's better football.
No. Jose, who do you support?
I am happily sitting here on our 5-0 win from Barcelona.
Let go.
Nice.
Although it was Como, but
Yeah.
5-0 is good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Your boy Rashi missed an open goal.
The
Still
United
good game.
way.
5-0 is 5-0.
Yeah, dude. And he got an assist. So that's all that matters. And, we won. We won or tied all of our preseason games. We won that Snapdragon Trophy. Did either one of you guys win the Snapdragon Trophy? No.
Did not. Can't say that we
Nope.
did.
Nope.
And then we got that new, what is it? Carrington looks like an airport waiting lounge. It's cool.
Mhm.
It's been a good week to be a Man U fan. We got some signings. We reminded Newcastle of what a small club they are. So I have had a great week.
All right.
Cool. So let's get into this. We're gonna hit some of these ones. A boot I want to talk about that needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give it one anyways. The Predator 25. So we've had a couple of releases already. We've had some colorways we love, some colorways we hate, some colorways that we're kind of indifferent to. But I've got a double whammy coming out, I think this month. We've got the pink David Beckham's, and then we have the leather 25, so like the Rotero or the David Beckham pairs from the last gen. So, you two be quiet for a second. Jose, the leather 25, what are your thoughts? Because I don't know if you've watched this regularly, but a lot of us hate black boots.
I am also a part of that group. Blackout boots, just, I mean, I understand why people wear them, but you can probably see back here, you rarely don't see like a blackout boot.
Yeah.
Leather Preds, I didn't get the chance to try the Rotero from the 24s. I'm excited to see what the 25s look like. I got the 25s fold over tongue right here. Those boots are great. Yeah. Don't know about the colorway though.
Damn. That did not go the way I thought it was going to. I thought he was like, yeah, Justin, I'm excited. It's perfect. And, I mean, you two gave your thoughts last week. Matt, you're pissed about the tongue being two different colors again. Which is so weird. Like, it's not even something I think of. But then once you said it, then I saw it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. You can't unsee it, dude. I looked at that, too. That was the first thing I looked for. I was like, I can't unsee this now.
It's literally the first thing I saw. And they also do it on the Mania remakes, where they have the white, like, nylon.
Oh, yeah. We figured this out.
Yeah. That even looks worse. So I see, because we saw the leaked pictures of the gunmetal ones that they're coming out with later this year. And yeah, it's the same thing. If it was just red, it'd be so much better.
You know that I found out that the leaked gunmetal are a custom pair. It's not even the actual gunmetal pair.
Oh, thank God, because they look terrible.
Somebody took the red ones and then painted them that gunmetal color.
That's what it looks like. That's what they did.
You can see like certain bits of red kind of peeking through places. But yeah. No, I'm still excited. Like the Rotero, Colby, I know you did not love it because mainly the split. I think if it had been like all silver or even all blue, I think you would have probably been I get through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, performance-wise. Now, Jose, you didn't try the Beckhams either, did you?
No.
Okay, so the two of you both tried. Well, Matt, you tried both, I think.
Yep.
And then Colby, you for sure tried the Beckhams.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what you know and how much I rave about the Roteros, are the three of you going to pick them up at all? Or is this still going to be a pass?
It's a pass for me, Justin. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm passing.
All three of you going to pass?
I'm waiting until, because they came out with two last year, so I'm waiting it out. I'm going to wait it out, see if they come out with another one later in the year. I can't do the tongue.
Dude.
I can't.
Dude, you disappoint me. I'm so excited.
Not the first time.
I know.
Is that a right away pickup for you, Justin?
Yes. The Rotero was, I mean, me and Colby even kind of talked about it. The Rotero, I kind of at first was like, I don't know, but it quickly grew on me just colorways. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a pair, and I got a pair. I think a little early, and then I put them on feet and was instantly like, okay. And then the moment Adidas released them, I got another pair. So that's that's one of the big ones that was really like, I need two pairs of this boot, and I ended up selling one. But anyways,
well, the thing with the Rotero is that almost no one knew it was leather until J Mike's review.
Yeah.
Like they hid that so well.
Yeah.
Because I was not gonna get a pair like at all. I was like, not my thing. I'll wait out for another colorway. If I need another PRED, because I had the white ones, and then as soon as I saw the review, I bought them on the spot. I was like, yeah, definitely.
And I think people were more excited about the ball.
Yeah, people were.
Yeah, people
the
were.
Rotero balls. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's why I thought it was a missed opportunity that they didn't do the Team Geist in leather, because they had the ball come out too. That was like the same thing.
Yeah, the Team
And
Geist.
that colorway would have been fucking perfect for leather.
That would have been good. I think the Team Geist was a miss leather. I think the Moments was a miss leather.
Oh, Moments for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really the only two so far that have come out that I'm like, oh, those should have been leather.
Yeah. But Matt's right. I mean, there could be this drop, Justin, and then we could see another drop like closer to November, December, because I think that's when the Beckhams came out last year, and that could be kind of like the swan song to like this generation of Predators. You know,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Only time.
who knows?
Okay, now to the other colorway, the messy. Or I'm sorry. Oh God. Oh, I can't
looks
believe I
like
just
it.
said that out loud.
You
Oh,
just said that.
I just said that. I was thinking
Now,
messy because I was like, oh, the pink
It's
Inter
recorded.
Miami.
Colby,
Oh.
make this part of the pod like a reel, and we'll just remember it forever. Yeah.
This needs to be a short. I said that out loud.
Yeah.
The Beckham, like Inter Miami pink ones. Is this a cop for anybody, or is this another pass? Colby, I don't need you to say anything.
I do like this colorway. I just don't know if I like it enough to buy it as another Pred. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the colorway
Like-
is pretty sick, but yeah, it's just a whole like pink boot is nice, but it's kind of bright, but it's not a blackout boot.
That's true. The person who's been the most excited about this is my oldest son. Like he was like he's been on this vapor kick for a while, and he finally is in the Air Max vapors, and he saw the pink Beckups, and he's like, I want those. Like, I want those. And I'm like, really? He's like, yes. And so now I'm like, well, I got to get a pair. Naturally.
Nice.
Naturally,
I
yeah.
have to get a pair also. But a pair of boots that I'm going to miss out on are these ugly-ass Erling Holland Phantom
God.
6s.
No,
Bro,
way,
Yeah.
I think those are ugly.
what are we doing? Now, so Quito, the Scudetic just came out in like a Brazil Vapor 3 kind of colorway. It was like it's like a, to me, that's banana yellow. Like, I think of like that's a really bright yellow with the green heel, right? An homage to the Vapor 3. That's how you do a yellow boot. I saw these Holland boots.
No, dude.
Dog.
Is that supposed to be yellow? Isn't it like an orange?
No, it's like yellow. I think it's supposed
Like a
to be
mac
fire,
and cheese yellow.
I think it's supposed to be like
cheese.
yellow
That's
to
what it
orange
reminds
to
me of.
red, and then they did that same blue because it's like the whole Force 9 thing. So maybe like lava or something.
You know what the most annoying part about this is? They made a banger GX1 that had, it was like a yellowish orange. I can't remember what the color was called. The Blaze.
Blaze,
Dude,
yeah.
that one was sick.
That one was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that
it
one
had some wear issues, but like, dude, they know how to do it. They know how to do it right. And why are all of Holland's colorways ugly? Is he picking these?
I'll say the
Dude, I
first
don't-
one was nice.
The first one was
The
good.
red one was good.
Oh yeah, the red. Yes.
They need to get away from this like lava fire aspect. Like it doesn't look good. Like it has this, like, that heel design. Like it's the kind of similar to what the previous, his previous model was, and I just don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, Justin. I don't know, man. I know you're trying to push us to get Phantom 6s because you really like that initial launch color. But like, I hate, and Adidas does this too, so I'm not gonna let them off the hook. But it's like the first new generation of some boot, whatever it is, the first like 5 colorways are always iffy.
Yeah.
If not terrible. And then it's just frustrating because like you know that you're gonna get people to buy these because they're just gonna want them right away. But it's like, just give us a good colorway. And if you give me a good colorway, give me one in AG also. Because the Fear Nothing was good. It got delayed. And then it's also not an AG. So it's like, ugh.
Yep. And with that said, I actually did try a pair on this past weekend. They had them at my local store. And I tried them on. And hot take, and Jose might back me up on this because I know he has a pair of these. I like the Hypervenom Phantom, or Hypervenom Phantom Regens better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually haven't had the chance to get the Phantom 6 on feet.
Oh.
I saw them in store when I was out shopping the other day. They didn't have my size, but I did get them in hand. So I haven't had them on feet, but if you think the Phantom, like what you said, the Phantom ones are the ones you'd prefer over those?
Yeah, specifically the Regen variation.
Okay.
Because I know you have the OG colorway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
I have the Hydra colorway. And they tweaked the heel a little bit on them, and they have the Phantom 3 sole plate, and I think that just makes them significantly better. And I don't know what it is about the Phantom 6. I feel like once they break in, maybe my entire opinion on this is going to change. But just like right out of the box, they just don't have that like X factor on my feet. Like I don't know, like they just feel like a every other Nike knitted boot I put on my feet. It feels very similar to the GX1 though. I will say on feet, minus like the extra length that you get from the GX1, it does fit better. It's essentially just a better fitting GX1 from my initial impressions.
Jose, you were going to say something earlier about the Phantom 6, and then I think you got cut off. So what were you going to say?
We were talking about the Holland colorway.
Yes.
I think the Phantom 6 Holland colorway is a lot better than the Phantom or GX2 Holland colorway. Definitely, like with all the blue lava, it just doesn't look good. I think with the Phantom 6, they could have made it brighter. Like that blue at the very end could have probably made it like that like off-white that the what's that pack called? The red ones, the red Phantoms that just came out recently.
Oh, the Scary Good.
Yeah, Scary Good. Yeah.
I think they would have looked better that way. Although that now that you guys said it, that the yellow is kind of off. It does look kind of weird because I thought it was orange. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I think they look a lot better than his first lava colorway in the GX2s.
Okay. Now, is the Phantom 6 a boot that you want to try, and it's just like once time and sizing and everything works out? Or are you just like, I don't really care?
I've been waiting for like the right colorway to drop.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, God. What is with you guys in AG?
Dude,
Just
He
wear the
gets it.
Cyclone, bro. Just
No,
wear
no
the
one.
Cyclone. It's
No
so
one likes
good.
that.
Because you're wrong.
Dude, Noah, I watched his podcast this morning too, and he said the same thing. He's like, the Cyclone needs to go, get the AG. And I don't know what your foot is like and like why you love that Cyclone plate, but I think it's just you.
It's okay. Here's the thing about the Cyclone, especially with this Cyclone. Okay, get rid of the Luna 1 Cyclone, right? And the GX2. This current Cyclone 360. I think that you guys make a bigger stink out of it than what it really is. Like when you put it on your feet and you're walking, like you don't feel it. It doesn't feel any different. So like, yeah, I get that you want like a whole bunch of conical studs, but like once you're actually wearing the boot, like you genuinely cannot tell that it's there. So the reason I like it is because when I'm standing, and we know that I run weird and everything like that, you know, we've talked about it at length on the podcast. Like it just has so many studs under your feet. Like there's no stud pressure. That's why I like it so much. Because they're all long enough to not feel stud pressure.
I'm open to try the FG Soul Plate, but I just had such a bad experience with the GX2.
Oh yeah, that boot sucks.
But those two extra studs, do those really like make a huge difference that they added on the Phantom 6? Like in between the Cyclone and then the bladed studs under that.
I think it helps a little, but again, I don't think that like. I don't think you're gonna like if you put let's say for example they're camouflage boots and you have the original Cyclone and then the new one. I think if you put them on, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, this is worlds different, like one on each foot. I think you'd just be like, oh yeah, this one like my foot feels a little bit like flatter overall. If that makes sense.
Just get the AG.
Yeah, you could do the AG again, but it's like I would miss out on a colorway just because it has the Cyclone 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after wearing them on like around the store, yeah, I agree with that to a point. Like I didn't notice it as much as I thought I would, but for me, I just prefer conical studs, so I'm willing to wait.
This guy.
Dude, I don't know, man. Well, Jose practices on indoor, like his indoor pitch all the time. So it's like he probably is gonna. But for me, Justin, I was gonna say that like as we know from like some Boot Wizard videos, the AG plate is a little bit more snappy.
Yes.
So I want the snappy Justin. But going back to Matt's comment, right? Because Matt's saying that he's tried both on now. He prefers the HV1. Matt, I know that you spent a lot of time in the regions, and it's on the HV3 sole plate.
Yep.
Do you prefer that sole plate like right now over most of them, minus like the Mizuno Innovation Pack? Like, would you say that's like your second go-to right now?
I think as a whole, the boot is my second go-to right now, but I do not prefer that sole plate. I like the sole plate. I like kind of how it feels under your feet. The only thing I don't like about that Hypervenom 3 sole plate is the studs on the lateral side,
the chevron,
like, chevron studs. Because for the most part, you can't notice it, but I was playing on like a harder ground this weekend, and I felt every single one under my foot as I took a step every single time. So it was a little bit cumbersome, and I feel like if it was just conical studs or like maybe like the half studs that they've been using on some of the newer products, I think it would have been a little bit better. But that's all in hindsight. I still think it's a fantastic plate. It's just not one I would choose if I was going to pick one.
Okay. Now, Jose, quick question for you. When because you test out boots pretty regularly. Actually, you put out quite a bit of content also. When you're trying boots on or getting ready to test a boot, like, what are the things that you look for, and what are the things that are like most important to you? Because like for me personally, like the big joke on the podcast, like I could care less about lockdown. That's like so far down the totem pole. And like same with the heel, like I don't care about that kind of stuff. So for you personally, so I can kind of get a sense of like when you're trying different boots on and when you're looking for different stuff, what do you look for?
I think for me, mainly it's like fit on my foot and sole plate. Because, like Colby said, I play on AG probably like 90% of the time. And just fit, I'm very particular in how much space there is between my toes and the end of the toe box. So if there's just like a half centimeter too much space, I try to convince myself that I can go half a size down in boots.
Oh God,
man, let's go.
So you like
welcome to the
you're
club.
like the coffin fit. You like your shit like a coffin around you.
Dude, and it's worse because my left foot is a half size bigger than my right. So if my right
foot
has
half size
space,
oh
I'm
my God,
squeezing my left foot into the foot.
Damn.
He's gonna have like those ballerina feet where it's all like, and his like foot's all broken and his toes are out. Okay.
Yes.
So you like the glove fit. Okay, that's good to know. I can judge you later. Okay, so in terms of other news, I know we talked about this, but what am I missing? So we talked about the Scudettas, the Phantom Sixes, both Preds. What else am I missing, guys? It's been so light on news. Like, there's nothing coming out right now, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm actually happy. I can breathe.
I know. No Puma releases. God.
They listen to us.
I mean, I think that's it. Out of
Is
like
that it?
the bigger releases, yeah. I think that's
cool.
it.
Okay, cool. So, Jose, a few questions for you. Now, we've been talking on the side. You got a pair of the Under Armour Magnetico 5s.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. That QR code digi-camo look, I think is sick. Another boot
Love
I
that
think
colorway.
is going to be kind of sick. So give us a Bootcast exclusive. What are you feeling? What are your thoughts? What do you think about the Magnetico 5?
Very exclusive because the playtest video in these isn't even out on my channel yet. Honestly, they're so much better than the 4s. The 4s I thought were just not great. They just felt like a ton of material was just added to the upper to just try and add more grip to the boot. As far as sizing goes, on the 4 going into the 5, I think it's relatively similar because I told you, Justin, I literally spent a minute trying to take this boot off of my left foot. Putting them on as well was a little bit rough, so I could have gone half a size up. But the upper, I think, is really nice just because it has more of a one-piece upper feel to it instead of all that material feel that the 4s had. Yeah, it fits a lot better on my foot just because there's not that much material at the top. Although I am going to say, and I think the 4s had it as well, the toe box area here is like very shallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a narrow toe box.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, the 4s are like that, and I really felt it on those. But with these, because the material is a bit more malleable to your toes, it's not really that big of an issue for me. So yeah, it's still kind of very narrow though. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Yeah,
sole plate.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Sole plate, pretty solid. Nothing insane, but I had no issues with the sole plate.
I was gonna ask you, did you try the Pitch Viper Shadows or Magneticos?
Those are the
pink ones.
Pink ones? Yeah, I actually got them right up there.
Okay, so you got the Shadow. Okay, so you know how because I know you did the original launch colorway of the Shadow 3, and then you got the Pitch Vipers. Could you tell a difference between those two boots?
Dude, it's like a whole different boot.
Thank you. Thank you.
The reason that I asked that is because I was talking to our good friend Footloose, and he thinks that this Magnetico, the QR colorway, kind of did the same things that the Pitch Viper did, and he thinks that different colorways of the Magnetico are going to be better because he thinks that they did that same like weird skin thing on it. So I was wondering if you kind of got maybe now that I've said it out loud, you might be like, oh yeah, maybe I could see that.
I can kind of see that. You mean like colorways after this will have like a different upper than this has?
Yeah. Like I think I'm wondering if the upper won't be like so, because a big complaint I've heard is that it's kind of restrictive in a way, like it doesn't bend and mold kind of the same. And so I'm wondering if it did the same thing, like the Pitch Viper Shadow 3 was a lot more rigid than the traditional Shadow 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really too sure if I'm being honest. I don't know if I'm gonna get other colorways of the Magnetico 5s. I might just stick with these, just because I mean on my foot they felt pretty nice.
Okay, cool. I gotta get me a pair of those. Those look sick.
Have you had any issues with the heel? I've heard some people have had heel issues with them.
I think mainly my left one, just because my left foot is slightly bigger. It is a bit tight. That might just be a sizing issue though. Like I said, I can go up half a size. As far as like slippage, there wasn't really too much, but it's not. I didn't really have any crazy issues with them. What kind of issues have you heard other people having?
I've talked to like a few people now that got pairs, and I think 2 out of the 3 I've talked to already said that they got blisters from the heel.
I can see that.
Yeah. And it's probably like a fit thing. Like they probably just didn't have the right fit or just didn't fit their heel type. But
yeah, I would definitely go half a size up. These are, especially for you, Justin. If you're trying to get these, I'd definitely go half a size up.
Okay, that's good to know. I was planning on that. When you kind of you talked about it in Footloose, that was instantly my first thought was like, and y'all both said the same thing, like go half size up, dude. You're gonna hate these. Okay, so before we move on into our topic that Matt wanted to bring up, Jose. Now, the first video of yours that I ever came across was, I think you got a pair of the white and blue Adidas Predator Edge .2s. Okay, and I think your wife got a boot at the same time. You went to Dick's, you guys got some boots. Okay, so that was the first time I ever saw you. And, you know, I've seen your, like, videos kind of change, and you're blowing up all over my TikTok, too. So kind of give us and the people that are watching this video, kind of give us the Jose lore. Like, how did you get into boot reviews? Like, what's your stick with the game? Like, tell us. This is your chance.
Well, dude, if you go to my YouTube channel and scroll all the way down, you'll see me vlogging. So my YouTube channel kind of starts off with me vlogging. I think the whole thing with me just starting a YouTube channel, I just wanted to vlog, do day in the lives. Growing up, I watched the Sidemen. I don't know if you guys watched them as well. A big thing that they did that I loved watching were crossbar challenges. So my wife and I went out to the field, filmed the crossbar challenge, and I think that was my first like soccer related video, and it did pretty well. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I've been playing soccer my whole life. Let me just try some soccer content. So we did like challenges. I do top binge challenges, a bunch of other really, really cringe, dumb challenges that I did. And then the Predator Edge review, and I say review very, very lightly because I didn't know what I was doing, and I thought the Predator Edge was absolutely insane in that video. That was the first boot review video, and that's still getting views to this day. It took off, so I was like, you know what, like, let me try doing some boot reviews, but at the same time, this hobby is expensive. Like, I don't know how often I can afford new boots. So I got to thinking, I'm like, if I really want to make this work, how can I kind of like milk boot content? And by milk, I mean like just trying to make the most videos out of one pair of boots, because each pair of boots costs like 200 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So then came along like the playtest videos, playtest, unboxing. I started doing training videos inspired by my boy Mark. I forget his Instagram handle.
GCFC training.
Yeah, GCFC.
Yeah. Go out to the field, record like hour-long sessions, and just upload it onto YouTube. That started taking off. After that, I'm like, shoot, like I watched at that point. Like I've been watching Noah. I watch Unisport, Josh. I saw Noah did like 1 month reviews. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea, but how can like I do my own 1 month review without copying Noah? Like I've already got a bald head. So I just like realistically, I just gave my insight on how they felt after a month, and I by no means am an expert. I just literally, like I say in all of my videos, I just like try them on as a non-expert, giving my opinion on how the boots feel on my feet. And along the way, I learned more about boots, and I'm still learning about boots, especially watching your guys' podcast. Like I'm sitting down learning a lot watching you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much how it all started. And somewhere along the line, I just started making reels. Reels really started off just by doing free kicks. Like I would literally just go out to the field, shoot free kicks for 3 hours. I do not recommend that. My groin was just so
Oh man, Kobe.
All that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got into like once I started doing unboxings, I got into like buying a camera to make my content look a little bit more crispy, which I mean you don't need a camera to really record. You can use your iPhone. Some iPhones have really good cameras already. Yeah, and from then brands reached out. I'm very blessed to have brands reach out to send me boots to review. And that's kind of where we're at now.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
See, and I think that's
Thanks,
like it's super cool because I don't know how to word this like in a way that sounds elegant, but it's like you're just a guy and you're just like, hey, I like boots, and at one point you're like, hey, I just want to make YouTube videos, and you just went out and did it. And that's like this like the hardest thing, and it like me and Colby went through this back and forth when we first started trying the pod, but it's just like you kind of like start analyzing, okay, like how can I do this perfectly, how can I do that, and it's just like you just go out and you do it. And then eventually over time you start finding things that stick, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing that, and then now look at like you went from going to Dick's with your wife and just buying the first boots you found in your size that worked, and now like you got brands reaching out to you like, hey, you want to try these products, and you're like popping off on all the socials. So that's fucking sick, bro. Like you went from just being a guy who likes boots to now you're like a guy who people come to with like genuine like, hey, can you teach me this? Like, can you give me your knowledge? And that's sick.
Dude, thanks. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, whenever people reach out about like sizing and stuff, I'm like, hold on. Like I was just reaching out to people like a year ago. Let me do my research first.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is crazy how it all starts though, because it's just like the hardest part is just getting started. But from what I've learned, like starting myself, it's like just doing it and then learning as you do it is like the easiest way to do it. You literally just have to say like, screw it, do it, and then just like take the feedback you get, or just like continuously learn as you continue to post content, kind of what your niche in the market is, or like what your like kind of flow is with like your content, and it just like works out eventually.
Yeah, I think where people really get discouraged is trying to post the perfect video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's honestly like that's like I think I watched your Legend 9 video before I went out and like rebought my Legend. It was cool because like I think you had tried the 10 first, so you're like, I'm kind of going backwards here, like let me kind of like see how like this is different, and like you like trying it out for the first time, like, oh yeah, that feels good, that's like more pad, and I'm like yes, like I've already had this like 4 times, but yes, I'm gonna go back and buy. Like I saw that colorway, I was like, done, bought. Like
nice.
It was just like that, man. It was awesome.
Dude. I remember that video too, and the fact that you went backwards from the 10, I'm just like, yes, like the leather,
he
bring
could
it back.
literally only go up.
Yeah, like it can only go up from here. You're good.
I thought that 10 was so good before I tried on the 9s.
Yes.
Looking back at that video, I'm like, oh, he doesn't know.
That's great. That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we move on, Matt, I've got a question for all three of you guys. Matt, you're going to take over the next part. But recently on the Football Boot Hour, our good friends Lockhart Boot Blog and James the Boot Wizard, the question that they presented that they want to talk about was, like, what's the best looking boot? I think mainly in terms of colorway of 2025. So, with no prep time, I'm going to ask the three of you, what is your best looking boot? It had to come out in 2025. What is your best looking boot of 2025?
The boot had to come out and the colorway, or just the colorway?
Just the colorway. I'm sorry, Matt. Just the colorway.
Okay.
So, like, you can't be like, oh, I want the Rotero, or the Beckhams. Like, it's got to be a boot that came out, or colorway that came out in 2025.
I might have to go last on this one.
Colby.
Go first. Pred 25 Polar Victory. What a clean colorway. Love it.
Over the Team Geist.
Over the Team Geist. I love that colorway. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
You love it so much, Colby, that you put it for sale on eBay.
I sure did. But Justin, I need money. As Jose
fair.
said, this is an expensive hobby.
It is.
I still need to get Phantom 6s, and I still need to get SKX2 AGs.
There you go. Okay. I'll let it
go
slide.
fun.
So Polar Victory 25s for Colby. Matt, where are you at?
Ooh. Well, initially in my head, and then I very quickly realized that this technically did come out in 2024, so I can't say that. But
Bozo.
it was the Goal Hunter. Was it Goal Hunter? Pred 25, the initial colorway. Am I getting the pack wrong?
No. Oh, the champagne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that came out technically in December. So, I think I have to say probably at like the Ruby Red Morelia 2.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that is just a fantastic. I would say the Neo could, but I think as a like a design wise, I think I like the Morelia 2 better as a design.
Okay.
But yeah, honestly, it could also be the ultralights, but I haven't seen them in person yet, so I feel like I can't judge it.
Okay. Jose?
This is a hot take because I absolutely dislike this boot, but the colorway is pretty sick. The F50, I think it's also not the Polar Victory, but the colorway after the second Chameleon that came out, like the white, gold, and black. I forget what that pack is called.
Road to Glory?
Yeah,
maybe.
Road to Victory.
Is it the current ones with like the bits of purple in them?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sweet colorway.
That's a good one.
Sweet colorway.
That's a good one. That's a good choice. That is a very good choice. Mine is Chrome Bellingham's.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The Bellingham
I forgot
Chromes,
about
that's
that.
a
It's
sick
like
Chrome
well
boot.
maroon, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
what am I
year?
what am I gonna say about those?
They're perfect.
Why didn't I pick
And
those?
You didn't pick those because it has another man's letters on it.
No, the tongue.
It's not AG.
No, it's the tongue.
You're so
The
weird,
tongue
bro.
is two separate
Just-
colors
Just
again.
quit being weird, okay? Just quit being weird.
What
It's
a
great.
year. I totally forgot about those.
Yeah. I honestly, as soon as I saw the tongue, I forgot about them. I was like, I wanted them. Saw the tongue was two different colors, and I was like, I can't look down and see that on my feet.
See?
Yeah.
You guys are wild. Okay, Matt, before we get into the viewer questions, what was your topic you wanted to talk about tonight?
So my topic for this week, I was contemplating with my own self about this a little bit, and I was like, why don't I just bring this to the pod? So my topic is, what do we think the boot market is going to look like in 5 years?
Dead.
So
sorry.
top brands, top silos, and then like any changes drastically to the materials or technologies that are being used.
Oh, God.
On this one.
You go for it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, the way it's kind of leaning towards now, it's a lot of remakes, and from what it like F50, Predators, but like mainly, I think it's gonna be some remakes. Hopefully, bring back the Total 90 for Nike, but I also see a ton of synthetic in the future, especially with Nike probably never going back to the actual leather. If Adidas ever changes their Copas, it'll be a very, very sad time. But yeah, as far as like the top brand, I mean, before like last year, I would say Adidas or Nike, but honestly, I think it's going to be like Mizuno. They're just top tier. The boots are insane.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Colby?
I don't want to be pessimistic, Justin, but I saw something on Instagram today, and it showed all the boots of all the players on both teams in the Community Shield with Crystal Palace and Liverpool, and it was like everybody had either F50s or Phantoms. It was mostly Nike and Adidas. There might have been like one or two New Balance boots in there, and so I would like to say that these brands that are kind of moving into the conversation, like Skechers and Under Armour and New Balance, I'm like hoping that they get a bigger presence. I'm just not sure that's going to happen even in 5 years. But I do think from what I've seen, a lot of brands are carrying mainly like two lines, like with Under Armour or Skechers or New Balance has a 442, but it's really not in. So it would be interesting to me to see if like for somebody like Nike or Adidas to maybe cut out their like Tiempo and or Copa line, and most of the brands going from like 2014 when they had many lines of like Nike or Adidas and just having like two. You know what I mean? Whether it's for like cost savings or like you can only innovate so much with certain materials. But I'm wondering if that's going to be the case in the future.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And I think both Nike and Adidas could get away with this if they continue with what they call like the elite level takedown kind of line. So like New Balance has the 442 Elite now, which is kind of hitting that 180 price point, which technically isn't like part of their elite tier models. I think if Adi just discontinued the Pure line, the Copa Pure, and continued with the Copa Icon line, I think that'd be very much like something we could see in the future. Because to be completely honest with you, the Copa Icon is a better option when it comes to a leather boot. And then obviously on Nike's side, like, yeah, just get rid of the Tiempo and bring back like a premier Tiempo that, is more nostalgic and cheaper. Because if you're going to do the fake leather, at least make it cheaper, give us a more affordable option. So yeah, I think that is a viable option for the future.
For myself, I was gonna say I kind of agree with you both, all three of you in some ways, but I think we're gonna kind of see a little bit of diverging of the brand. So I think Adidas is really gonna push synthetics, especially with the F50 and the Predator. I think the next Copa, if they continue, maybe will be like a fusion skin, whatever. I think Nike's going to continue to evolve with knits. So I think that's kind of where they're putting a lot of their money. So I think grip knit will evolve and keep changing and stuff like that. I think New Balance, honestly, is kind of got the strongest momentum. I think their two main boots are different enough that people kind of have options between, and they really like those. And then I honestly think that in 5 years, no three of those Puma lines, the current lines, will exist at all. The Ultra won't exist. The Future won't exist. The King probably won't exist anymore. Like, there will be something else in a future iteration. But I think that we're going to see, because like boots by position, I think is kind of dying just because so many people have we've ragged on it for years. Like, if you know boots, you know how to rag on boots by position, right? Oh, if you're a winger, you need that. I think it's going to start changing into their marketing is going to be more of like a big code word again, like Nike had. So I think they're going to have like their speed boot will be the Mercurial. They're going to do power style, like attacking boot, shooting boots is going to be the Phantom line. And then I think the Tiempo, instead of being a heritage line, is going to be their control line. So it's like, do you want to feel fast? Do you want to shoot hard, or do you want to be able to control the ball? Like, I think that's how they're going to start changing the marketing to get younger people in. So that's kind of where I see the boot market. I think that some of the other brands are going to kind of be a little stronger contenders overall with regular people like us. But I think that, like, unfortunately, I think Mizuno is still going to be just too expensive. So even though Nike and Adidas are creeping up to those levels of price, like honestly, I think that in their people's minds, they're just going to be like, oh, Nike's cheaper. So they'll just kind of, Mizuno is just going to be like, if you know, you know. I think Asics is crushing it absolutely with the synthetic leathers. But again, like if you don't watch people like us, Noah, Jose, look at Andrew's blog, you don't really know about Asics, and they all kind of look the same. You know what I mean? So I think that that's going to be a kind of a still a super niche brand as good as it is. So I think that that's what we're going to see is just going to be these 3 brands. Well, I'm going to say 2 brands. I don't really give a shit about Puma. No offense, but it's just going to be they're kind of innovating in their own ways. They're still battling it out, and then everybody else is kind of getting the scraps around them, trying to figure out a way how they can kind of ride the roller coaster with them.
Yeah. Speaking of Asics, do we think in the next 5 years Asics is going to be readily available in the United States? Do we think they're going to make that jump, especially since they switched to full synthetic?
Dude, 5 years is like so short, really.
Yeah.
That's like what? They probably already have that's like 2 production lines. That's it. That's so quick.
Yeah. They have some like on their direct website, because I just bought my son some Ultrezas for his indoor, because he actually really likes Asics. It's like the kids takedown or whatever, but I looked just to see kind of what they had in the adult market, and they had an XY Pro 3 like white green. They didn't have them in my size, but yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting, because I don't think they've ever, not that I've like looked that much, but I haven't seen anything that high end on their website in a while. It's always like DS Lite takedowns, you know what I mean? So that was pretty cool.
Do you guys
maybe Matt, maybe.
Do you guys see Skechers having any exponential growth in those 5 years?
Honestly, hot take, but I think both Skechers and New Balance will pass Puma in the next 5 years. If there's no drastic changes, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think if Skechers figures out how to like make their design, like New Balance finally got it right. They had like many iterations before they kind of figured out like how to design like the in. It also kind of took a while to get like, oh, that's a brand, that's a brand of like old people mall walkers, but it's also, I think we're trying to do the same thing with Skechers. Would they figure out how to design that S, which the SKX2 looks really good. I think they'll go up in the market. Like I think they'll be probably as big as New Balance are now, or maybe just a little bit less. Would be cool.
Yeah, like I am slightly skeptical still after seeing the SKX2, but I think if they give us the update to the Razor and it's the same type of update we got on the SKX2, essentially like giving us a better option from what we got before, slightly better design, like all of that stuff, then I'm going to kind of like start buying into them. I'll be like, okay, like they're reading what people want from the market. They understand, how to improve upon the boots that they've made in the past. Like, all right, they're actually coming at this with like a legitimate force, but like they could easily screw up the next iteration. Like this could just be a one-off improvement with the SKX. So I'm not like jumping out of my seat yet with Skechers, but I do think they kind of killed it with the SKX too.
For me personally, I think the kind of issue for myself, and I'm sure a lot of people, is like Skechers has always been known to be kind of like this copycat brand, right? They just kind of steal people's designs or do imitations of it, right? So when they hired a whole bunch of Nike developers and designers, it's very smart, and I get it. But it's like, realistically, if you look at the SKX, the one, it's just the Phantom GT. And if you look at the Razor, and this is what everybody's told me, it's just the Vapor 10. Okay, great. The Vapor 10's awesome. But now the SKX2 has come out. And everybody's like, oh, if you love the Magista Obra 1, like, you're going to love this boot. So it's like, yeah, that's awesome that, like, we can find kind of newer / cheaper ways to get those boots. But it's like they still can't get rid of this, like, no originality. Like, that's the way that I look at Skechers is they go on Pinterest. They're tattoo artists. They go on Pinterest. They find a cool design. They pull it. They put it on somebody's skin, and they redo it. Like, they're not being creative and coming up with their own thing. And I think until that they can really start doing that and really get some, like, big names under their belt, like, I don't think people will ever care enough. Like, that's just kind of where I think people are at with it, because they're just like, it's a poor man's attempt at a good boot.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think you could argue the same thing with the Sakito Scudetta, but I think what they're doing differently is obviously like biodegradable materials, and then all like the extra stuff that comes with that, and they're kind of like marketing this boot completely different than, say, Skechers doing it with the SKX too. So yeah. I completely agree with you there. I think they do need to kind of start getting away from kind of the copycat, quote unquote, branding.
They got to innovate
with their boots. Yeah. They got to give us something completely different, completely new. But I mean, to be completely honest, I think New Balance kind of did this too when they first started. Like, they were doing, they tried doing their own thing. It failed miserably. But then they would just copy, when they did the Vizara 1, essentially that was the same kind of materials as the Hypervenom Phantom 1. And that was one of their best early boots. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get into some viewer questions. Now, big time Timmy Jim 08. What a mouthful of Instagram name. He said, give me your Premier League predictions. I need to know your top 3 and your bottom 3. So, Jose, I don't know if you watched the Prem since you're a Barca fan, but if you want to give your Prem predictions, you can.
Being honest, I don't really watch it too much.
That's fair. I respect that. Okay, I'll go first. Top 3. Manchester United is number 1. Liverpool is number 2. And I'm going to say Chelsea is number 3. Bottom 3, I'm going to go 18th. I'm going to say, I think Brentford. And 19th, I'll probably go is it Sunderland? Yeah, Sunderland. And then 20th, Burnley.
Okay. All right. I think I could go next. My top 3, it is going to be number 1, Arsenal. I think they finally do it this year.
Oh, my God.
I think they finally do it this year. They got Gyökeres, dude. Come on.
Oh, okay.
I think number 2 is going to be, I think it's going to be Liverpool. I think Liverpool's only gotten better, so it's going to be tough to beat them. And then, dude, I'm going wild card here. Crystal Palace number 3.
Oh, God. That's way too high.
No.
That's too high.
I said it here first. If I'm completely wrong, I will eat my own words, but
oh my God.
Crystal Palace number 3. They just won the fucking Community Shield. Come on, let's give some credit. I thought it was a trophy.
Yeah. You know who else might go down? Newcastle. Sorry.
All right.
Wow.
And dead last place, Manchester United. No, I'm kidding.
Let's go.
I say you will eat that.
Honestly, last place, I think Sunderland. I think Sunderland's going to be last place.
Sunderland.
Yeah. And then I'd probably do Burnley, and then unfortunately probably Leeds.
Yeah.
I think Leeds has only gotten worse, honestly.
So you think that the 3 that came up are going to go right back down?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay. And Kobe.
All right. This is gonna be quite a take. I think Matt's right. I think Arsenal. I think this is gonna be Arsenal's year.
Oh,
I think it will be. I think it's gonna be a while. I think it's gonna take a while for these Liverpool players to gel.
Episode ever. The worst takes have been on this episode.
Number 2, Liverpool. Number 3, Chelsea. That's my prediction.
You started with C. I thought you were gonna say Crystal Palace too. I was like,
no,
my man.
No.
No. I hope
they won't win. They never do.
I hope they get relegated now.
They never do.
You got to agree with me that Crystal Palace is at least underrated. Like, they're an underrated team.
They're underrated.
Sure.
They're an underrated team.
I think that they're rated correctly every time. Like,
okay.
12th.
Relegation. Yeah, sorry, Ollie. Leeds. Let's say Sunderland. And I'm going to say Everton, bro. They've been lucky.
Dude, I see that.
You know that they're like one of the only teams that's never been relegated ever?
Dude, they've gotten so close.
Which is wild.
Yeah, even with their like point deficit, they've never been relegated. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy. Okay, Medi sent Medi.amara.58 sent us like a ton, so I'm just gonna go one by one. He said, as Tiempo lovers, how do you guys rank the Neo 4 non-beta and the DNA in comparison to Tiempos?
Oh, come on.
It's wild. I don't think he means the 10. I think he means all Tiempos.
No, I know.
So
I know
like
what he
where
means.
like
I'm
on
not-
our,
yeah.
on our
Okay, the
Mizuno
only
thinks
Tiempos that are either on par or better than these two Mizuno options are the
There's
Legend
three
4,
answers. Uh-huh.
the Legend 5,
Yes.
and the Legend 9.
Ah.
Only three. No one said that
No!
first, and I 100% agree with him because those are the best three Tiempos.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree with
but
Matt
it-
on that one.
Noah also said in his pod this week that he thinks the Legend 3 is the best aesthetically the best Tiempo as far as looks go, and I think I also agree with that because
No,
it's
I
the
don't
last
agree
one
with
with the
that either.
fold over tongue, and I think looks wise it's the cleanest one with a fold over tongue.
I think
Dude.
looks-wise, the 4 is the best.
I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
Well,
But
you
if
just
we're
said the
going,
3.
No. Like aesthetically as a Tiempo, I'm not saying my favorite looking Tiempo. Like aesthetically,
okay.
if you saw, like if you were trying to explain to someone like 20 years in the future what a
Yeah.
Tiempo was,
Yeah.
like he's saying you would show them a Tiempo Legend 3, and then
The
they would
4.
understand.
I'd still go with the 4.
You have to have a tongue for the Tiempo. I don't know. When I think Tiempo in my head, even though like there's more without a tongue than there was with
Yeah.
a tongue, like I still think of the fold over tongue Tiempos.
I think Mizuno takes
See,
it by
my
a
brain has moved
landslide.
on. Matt, that's a good thought, but like I feel like fold over tongue now, like my brain just goes to premieres, and I don't know if that's because I've been
Okay, yeah.
like modernized over the years or what, but yeah, dude, Legend 5, I would argue Legend 7, Legend 9. Like, okay, so I actually had a pair of Neo 2s and Tiempo 7s at the same time, and I prefer the 7s. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's a hot take, but okay.
Yeah.
Nobody here has tried the DNA, right?
No.
No. Okay, so we can't compare the DNA. Jose,
Yeah,
what
but-
were you going to say? Hold on. Pause.
Oh,
Jose, what were you going
Mizuno's
to say?
take it by a landslide.
Oh, wow, that's a take.
Tiempos are. I've only really had the 9s and the 10s. Aesthetically, really hot take here. I might get some actual hate from this, but I think the 10s have some really good colorways.
Let's go.
Absolutely
Yeah.
terrible, but like
I mean-
the emeralds, the pearls.
For real.
Pearls,
I do not think that's a hot take. I'm with
No,
you.
they have good colorways, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what pisses me off so much more about them is that like the colorways were so good, and they're just not leather, and they're just not a Tiempo when it comes to fit. And
That prototype colorway,
all
awesome.
white
Yeah.
one?
Love that one. Yeah, but it has like the little like designs of like the blueprint on it.
Yeah.
that's
Fantastic.
The pearl's the best.
that's the only one I've had. Is the prototype,
Yeah,
and
the
I got it
pearls.
just because that colorway was so nice. But it was also like the first colorway, so I
Yeah.
had no idea what I was getting myself into. And then I got it, and I was like, "Oh, this is like mid as fuck."
Yeah,
I think that the gold ones actually looks kind of nice too.
those ones are cool too.
Yeah,
touch of
Those
gold.
are early on as well.
Touch of gold.
those are early.
For me, I will say that the 3 best Tiempos, 4, 5, 6, and I think that the Neo 4 non-beta is like it'd probably for me go 5, 4, Neo beta 6. Like in terms of like how I would rank
5,
them.
4.
So
Okay.
yeah, so 5 is the best, then 4, then the Neo, and then the 6 would be. I love the 6, but like in terms overall, I think the 5 is the best.
If I had a rank, I'd go 4 and then both Mizunos and then the rest. Just because the Legend 4 is my favorite boost of all time. So, but I'd also argue, even though my preference is for the beta version, the non-beta Mizuno Morelia Neo is better objectively.
Okay, that's a take. Okay, if you Jose, you're gonna answer this one first. Okay,
do it.
so you get ready. If you are in the Champions League final tomorrow, which boot would you wear?
Oh man. Let me take
It can be any boot,
honestly. Honestly, Copa Icon 2.
Dang,
Tomorrow.
dang.
That is a take.
Honestly,
That is a take.
That's
I
liked
love that
those
take.
so
I
much
love that
since
take.
I started wearing them. Like,
yeah.
it was just so nice. Although, like, the sole plate does look like it's having some durability issues, but
It
it's
does,
the same,
yeah.
It's it's the same AG sole play. I don't know if it's been downgraded just because like technically like a takedown model price, but I think I would go Copa Icon too.
Dang, this guy's like Tony Cruz, just rocking that old plain Jane leather boot. Okay, I love it. Okay, Colby, what boot? You're walking out. You'll never walk alone's bumping. What are you wearing?
Oh, dude, Tiempo Legend 9 Montebellunas. Done.
Okay. Another
That's
take. Another take. I should have known that, honestly. I feel like I let you down. Okay, Matt?
Do I have to say it?
You have to say it. The all-black innovations.
I was say I thought you would just start saying it. Innovation.
Yeah,
it's still my number one. It's still my number one, dude.
That's fair.
Honestly, it's getting to the point where this boot might go down as my favorite boot of all time. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's
it's
crazy.
getting there.
Jeez.
I know. It's crazy. Real time. You heard it first.
Very nice. I would walk out in the Japan Blue 2020 Mania remakes.
Wow.
Okay.
Mania.
That's not what I expected you to say.
Mania.
I thought you said Rotero, but
I love the Rotero, but come on, bro. It's the Mania. It's the Mania.
You still didn't want to buy my Japan Blue remakes from me, but it's okay. I'm not salty about it.
Do you have those?
I did. And I offered you like 3 times. And you're like,
Were they
nah.
Were they a size 8?
Yeah. They were just a little used, but.
I don't remember. Why did?
Oh my God.
Sorry. So, dude, I got a lot going on, okay? I got 2 kids, all right? I'm busy. That's why I'm recording on Sundays now. I'm busy. Okay. Mehdi says, greetings from France. And then he finished off with a question for Matt. Why did you get rid of the X-Fly Pro 3?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's really as simple as this. The fit of the X-Fly Pro series. It was my first X-Fly Pro I've ever tried. So, as good as that boot is, and as good as the Silky Wrap upper is, the fit of that boot is just not exactly what I'm looking for in a boot. I felt it was just slightly wider in the midfoot than what I've prefer. Also, the boot is a little bit more padded in the heel / midfoot area in comparison to other boots I have, and like just my overall preference. So it really just came down to what I look for when I play. Nothing against the boot at all. It was a fantastic boot, and if it was my only boot, I would wear it with no issues.
Okay.
But with the also the XY 6 that's now coming out, I'm going to give that a shot, and that probably is going to fit me better, just because the previous versions of the X5 fit my foot very nice. So I think that's just more my preference. But it's kind of just what you prefer, honestly.
Okay. I respect it. It's a good boot, just not a boot for you necessarily.
Exactly. Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Love it. Okay. Question for the pod from Footloose Boots. Who did better kits this year? Adidas or Nike?
Easy.
Adidas crushed it.
Adidas crushed it. Adidas crushed it.
You know what cemented it for me with Adidas? That throwback MLS pack they did.
That was really good.
That's where they just like took the last of the pie. I saw that burn kit in person the other day. 10 out of 10, no notes.
Yeah. I saw the DC United kit in person, and even though it's like that one's like super simple, in person, like the quality of those kits, even the replicas are pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I bought a Nike kit is because I support Barcelona, but they just don't have like the oomph that those new Adidas kits have. They just, they just look so clean.
Yeah,
Dude,
for sure.
The new Arsenal ones with that distinct collar. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
it's so
good. I will say too, the blue Madrid kit with the treble.
Very nice,
dude.
It's the same as the Beckham blue. Oh my god.
Wow.
That kit.
Dude, Dude, I honestly think all the third kits might be the best kits from every team this year on the Adidas side. Yeah, they're so well done.
I will say though that Puma, even though it's super simple, the City black kit with the silver logos, fantastic.
That is pretty good. Yeah, same with I will say Nike Tottenham black kit is pretty good too.
Yes, old Spurs.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question before we get out of here. Colby. BS Regal wants to know your thoughts on the Tequila V5 after long time use because they saw your sample pair listed on eBay.
Again, I need money. I gotta get more stuff. I gotta get a regular pair of Tequila V5s. That's also so I need to do SKX2, Phantom 6, and then a proper pair of Tequila V5s. Because apparently everybody said that their material was soft, and like that's not how mine started off. So I gotta try a regular pair.
You need to keep yours though, so you can like directly compare.
This is breaking news right now.
I know, dude. This is the first time I heard this from you.
I have like 5. I think I have like 5, maybe 6 things listed. I gotta clear out.
A couple turf boots.
I got turfs on there.
Yeah.
I got my Mizuno indoors on there. I got the Preds on there. I got a clean house, dude. Yeah.
But anyways, what are your thoughts? You did not answer the question.
Oh, what was before that? All I heard was the eBay listing.
What are your thoughts on the Tequila V5 after long time use?
I like them. I like the upper a lot, and I like the lockdown a lot, and I think they did a great job with the knit. I think that if they had just tweaked the sole plate or stiffened the sole plate, they probably didn't have the money to do that. It would have been perfect. But even if you go look at somebody like Noah comparing that upper to the silky wrap, he likes that upper better. And I'll say that like mine did soften up, and Justin, like I showed you last time we kind of met up and played pickup together, and like they were softened up from, like me just like breaking them in. But I want to see what a like out of the box pair is like. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Cool. That's it. Jose, do you have anything that you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Oh, I got this in the mail the other day.
Yo, what is that?
That's the one that Noah just posted some photos of.
I think Noah got like the Tiempo kangaroo leather one. The ones I got are more like, honestly, they look like a Vapor 16. Show it to you guys. Like, it almost has
Oh, shit.
a replicated grip knit. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
Okay.
well.
Hell yeah.
Dang, let's see that sole plate, man. That looks good.
Yeah.
Didn't James
What?
get a
that's
pair
a
of these
Nemesis.
too?
I think James did have a
think
pair of
so.
something like this not too long
Yeah.
ago. That's sick.
But yeah,
That
it's
is
got
kind of
the
sick.
Initials right there.
ID
Curious,
raw.
Bro.
Curious to see how they
Raw.
are, but yeah, this is quite literally mimicking like the Vapor 16 grip knit. Just
Interesting.
literally on hand right now.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
you'll
stay
have to
tuned.
keep us updated. Yes. Jose, plug where the people can find you.
You can find me on YouTube at Jose PALAFOX. Honestly, any social media, Instagram, TikTok, Jose PALAFOX. I'm everywhere you can find me.
Where can people get that sick jersey?
This sick jersey, you can get a link in the description on my Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Or if you just want to go to Equipped Studios on Instagram, they are the makers of the jersey. Go cop your own. Jose PALAFOX boot reviews. Very nice. You can wear it anywhere. I wear it daily in all my videos.
Hell yeah. Hell
Love
yeah.
that.
Matt, where can the people find you?
As usual, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at Burns Boots.
Colby, where you can continue to hide from everybody on social media, where could they find you?
You guys could find me at Kicking with Colbs on Instagram and on YouTube.
And as always, you can find me at Texas Cleat Collector on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can find us at Bootcast Pod and go down in the comments. Let us know what was your favorite looking boot of the year. And while you're down there, hit like, hit subscribe, turn the notification bell on, do all that shit that I say every episode. And until next week, guys, we'll see you then. Later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.